Johnson kicks to Irving. Sullinger outside. Back to Irving. Gets a very good look and converts. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. About a minute played so far here in the first. There's the triple. That's good. Irving's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Westbrook with a wide open look. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Fires from deep. And he gets the bucket.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Bradley off the drive. It's stolen by Anthony. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
And good on the basket. Book it.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Johnson right side. Outside Bradley. Irving passes to Sullinger. Back to Irving. Here's Roberson. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
And he gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
This team is buzzing right now. They've yet to miss.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. Last season, he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting it.
Celtics trail by 7. From deep three-point range, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. He's got 11.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and there's another one for the Thunder.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Here's Irving. Good D by Westbrook.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The shot's good on the assist by George. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Irving with a clean look. Johnson the screen. And again, it's Kyrie Irving with the triple.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
This one for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart. Boy, a little touch of style from Westbrook on that one.
Celtics trail by 4. Stolen. Here's Roberson in the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Olenek is checked in for Jared Sullinger. Turner comes in for Johnson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Andrew Bogut checked in for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Roberson. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Thunder.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice unflappable demeanor, too.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Boston. Then for the Thunder, Collison comes in for Anthony, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Turner. Olynyk with it, now guarded by Payne. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the Celtics hit again from deep. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
The Celtics really seem to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second-best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
And Irving with the basket on the assist from Olynyk. And that's 19 points for Kyrie Irving. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Payne. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were fourth in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Irving for three, and again, Boston with the triple.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Waiters gets a wide-open look. Rebound by Olynyk. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's Boston with another.
Boy, Kyrie Irving, he's starting to fill it up in bunches now.
Oklahoma City trailing. Bogut. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Irving. And that one's good. Irving's got 26 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Right side, Collison. 1 second left. No good. Trying to... And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
They pulled all the strings to give me.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Bogut. Anthony out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Roberson in at the 2-guard spot. To the middle. Pass to Crowder. Feeds it to Olynyk. Kicks it out to Bradley. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. And now a 7-point Celtic lead. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And watching Jake Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Some changes for Boston. Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Johnson in for Mickey. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Panthers checked in.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, back-breaking run, really exposing the weaknesses in their defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence of the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Boston now. 11 unanswered points for him. Westbrook with the steal. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Celtics leading by 13. On its way from Irving for two. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. Played with more focus, huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Irving attacking. And the shot is good. Irving's got 32 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead. You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on his game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
Irving for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
There's Westbrook. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Westbrook's got 25 points in the game.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Here's Bradley. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zeller comes in for Jared Sullinger, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Takes a three. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Here's Smart. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
The shot. And again, it's Boston converting.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Westbrook. It's offline from half court.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
they're settling. They've got to keep getting the ball inside, create some balance offensively. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual adjustments.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
To the left side wing. Stolen by George. And they're running. And here we go. Westbrook against Irving. Johnson with the block. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Payne can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Outside Irving. What a play! Simply drains. So as we conclude.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 40 points. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, we've got Irving. Jared Sullinger is out there with Johnson. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Crowder in at the three. Crowder with the steal. Outside Irving. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 43 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game. Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Boston making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory. The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Evan Turner. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Singler, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And that one's good. 9 points for Marcus Smart.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit. And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 45 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And that one's good, Irving.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And that one's good. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Smart. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And 11 points for Marcus Smart. Thunder trailing by 21. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Boston timeout called.
Now a timeout called by Boston. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys. To come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attack of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Celtics making a switch here. Mickey's checked in. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Boston leading by 21. Outside Irving. Here's Olynyk. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Outside Irving. Shoots from the corner. It's hauled in by Paul George. Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Roberson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Roberson's got 7 points in the game. Pass to Mickey. Irving up top. Bradley, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 9 points for Avery Bradley.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Again, Oklahoma City. There's 1:38 left in the third. Irving against Westbrook. No good from Irving.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that. That's a tougher shot than you hope for off a fast break, but you can't argue with the result.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
Some changes for Boston. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in, and it's Crowder in for Avery Bradley. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Collison. Cantor comes in for Anthony. Dion Waiters checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Waiters. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Waiters got his first basket of the night.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too. He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Here's Payne, and there's another one for the Thunder. Celtics leading by 17. Shoots from the elbow, and another basket for Boston.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Shot from the top of the key, and again it's Oklahoma City.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Boston's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Irving.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Payne in the post. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That's good from Payne. Payne hits them both. Now here's Irving. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And at the end of the... And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Celtics leading by 20. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Enes Kanter is out there with Bogut. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Celtics shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. The shot by Turner, no good. Thunder trailing by 20. George with the ball. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass Was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The dish to Cantor. Back to George. Passes to Cantor. Over to the wing. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. And a foul. Called on the shot. Got him on.
All I know is